What?
No, gotta get it going. Yo,
Yo.
what is up?
That's crazy.
This has been a long time coming.
For real.
I think since when did this whole idea come about?
This
Primary school?
This idea came about like quite a while back, in like secondary school when we were tired and we were like, you know what we should do? It's after like O levels and stuff.
Yeah.
We're like, we should start a podcast.
Yeah, because everyone wants to do that, right? But no one actually like follows through it. Like,
Yeah.
I swear, it all started with like in like English class or something. You put our phone and then just record yourself talking in the back of class.
Yeah.
I swear, it all starts from there. It's crazy to think, we got like mics,
We got mixer, we got like
we got good
laptops.
shit coming about.
Yeah,
bro.
like look at our camera. It's so dope.
Chris, shout out to the mom who helped.
Yeah, shout out Mother Grace.
Shout
Mother
out
Grace.
Mom Grace. She helped out quite a bit with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think for this first ever episode of this podcast, I want to just take it chill. I don't want to anger too many people,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
probably along the
yeah.
line, more people gonna get angry. But this one, you guys keep it chill,
Keep it chill.
Let's talk about like past experiences and shit that people can relate to. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the best thing we can talk about, right, is Darwin. Oh shit, we
Darwin,
can't name drop. I think we have to like bleep that out later.
We're
right?
gonna like,
We're gonna bleep out the name we just said. So we're gonna talk about people like that.
yeah,
From
people.
the past. Do you think they shaped you to be the person you are today?
I think it does. Low key.
No,
Like-
I mean, why? Like, okay, we're thinking about the same guy right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
how is he done to change your life right now? Like your outlook on life.
it makes me realize that like they are real dumbasses in life.
It's crazy.
And that like I may be dumb, but like I'm not that dumb.
It made me got a few takeaways from this. I think like two main things.
Mm.
First thing, I realized that shit can get real when you get older.
Yeah.
That person didn't do well for one exam, and next thing you know, he's across the globe in boarding school. That was like, what the hell? You're 16 at that time, and that happens, and I'm like,
You got like deported.
yeah, I'm like, shit, that could happen to me.
Nah, couldn't have happened to me.
Fair enough, lah. But still, like, that was a big wake up. I don't think I told anyone this, but for me, that was a wake up call. Like, if that can happen to anyone else,
Him.
well, yeah, why can't it happen to me? So I better get my shit together.
Now for me it was like I knew what I always wanted to do and like
Mm.
like my path that I wanted to go down to. So I was like not really that worried. I was more worried of like rather like that the thought of like what my family would think, what my parents would think of like me when like I go down this path. Like for now, like I really love doing product design, and it's like something that I'm passionate about. But like back then, like my parents didn't understand it, so like they were like questioning like, oh, why can't I go like the normal route of like engineering and stuff?
Malay.
Unfortunate.
No, okay, let me ask you this. When did the idea that, hey, I want to go into design school, when did that come into head?
You know
Because,
when?
okay, you have been in an all-boys school since you were 7 all the way till 16.
16.
I don't think anywhere in that line would you think that, all-boys school, I'm going to become a designer. It's usually, I want to be a businessman, I want to be a sports person. Just having that male stereotypical career path, I'm assuming. When did design come to you?
Honestly, like it was like at first like content creation, and then like the thought of
Logan.
yeah, Logan.
Well, you
But
know,
like-
you had all the merch, you had all the merch.
But like I feel like when it came to like me being wanting to be a designer was like since young, like I always made random ass stuff from like cardboard and shit like that, painting random stuff, and like really like expressing myself through all those means really made me realize that like I do kind of like this form of storytelling, this form of art, and like if you deep dive down into like what I made and stuff, like I made armor, I made guns.
I remember
shit
like you did like those Minecraft, like the pickaxe you make it out of
Yeah.
cardboard. You brought it to school. I
Yeah.
remember that. That was kind of tight. That was kind of tough though. I can't lie.
It's like shit like that made me realize like damn, actually like I like designing stuff, I like making stuff, which made me realize how much like I love doing product design.
How did that affect? How did what you want to do affect your parents' image of you? Like, they were like, no, bro, you can't do design. I didn't raise my son to that. I want my son to be a businessman. I want my son to be an engineer. I want him to.
I feel like at first my parents like low key like okay, they were always supportive of me being creative, but
Yeah.
like I felt like deep down they wanted me to have like a stable job in a sense of like maybe me being an engineer, me going into business,
Like a
like
proper 9 to 5 type
yeah,
of thing, right?
the whole like ordeal of like being a designer, like they didn't really understand or like didn't really know of back then until like my brother went into like film, which like kind of opened their minds up a bit. But then again, they still didn't really know because like my brother's like the type of person who's very like he's like he keeps a lot of things to himself.
I guess it's a normal teenager thing though. Like a lot of teenagers, especially when you're like in that 16, like even from 14 to 20, you're like independent. You like want to do your own thing. You're not gonna tell your parents much.
Yeah, which
So I
is
guess when they found out, they were a bit of a. It was shocking to them. In a
it,
way.
it was like kind of shocking because like my O level, right? My O level, all my options, right, that my dad chose was engineering, common engineering,
Like he chose for
mechanical
you.
yeah.
He was telling you what he wanted to do. What he
Yeah,
wanted
and
you to do.
like he showed me all. I was like, oh, that's quite lit. Cause like I didn't know like
when did he show this? Like
better.
before the papers or what? Like
No, he showed me like when we were picking. Then
or like after you taken the
yeah,
paper.
yeah. Then when
Oh.
like my brother came home, he was like, why you want to do engineering? I was like, I don't know, man.
Shit.
Then after that, like my brother was like, no, hear me out. Then he listed like all the design stuff.
Uh-uh.
He showed me all the design stuff and exposed me into like
So
design.
this was all after the actual O level
Yeah.
taken. Do you think it's too late? Like, okay, for like people who are younger and they're watching this, right? Like, do you think like you should choose what you want to do and then take a paper, or like just do it and then when it comes to you, it comes to you? Because for me, right, I did not know what I wanted to do, right, until after the paper itself. Like you are, like I knew I didn't wanted to do business. No, I didn't. I knew what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do computers. I didn't want to do science. I didn't want to do like math or law. I wanted to do either business or cooking. Not. I did. There was only two options I had: business or cooking. Business or cooking. And then so it happens that my course comes around lah, and you get the best of both worlds.
Culinary business.
So I mean, it was perfect for me at that time, and so it was like the most straightforward thing. I was like, you know what? It's calm though, and it was easy to get in. Out. The points were thankfully easy enough to get into, so didn't really need to stress too much about that. But yeah, but for you, do you think it's more important to know what you have to do and then work towards? Excuse me.
Oh.
But this drink packs a busyness. You're not messing around with the busyness. Like, do you think it's more important to pick up what you want to do early? Because I think a lot of people they want to pick what they want to do early, and then it's like, oh, this is they're so narrow-minded. I feel it's a very narrow-minded.
I mean, for me, it's like do whatever you want to do. Try, fail, pass. It's all part of life, and that like at the end of the day, if you're confident in what you want to know and what you ultimately want to do, then it's like it's fine. You know, you can like try explore as much as you want, as long as like you find something that you are passionate about and you like. Then like things will go your way. Like for me, like back then, like the invisible thing is that like I knew I wanted to do design, but when thinking about it, I didn't really know what design was or like what I wanted to do.
You wanted something more creative, more free, but not
Yes.
exactly like specifics. You didn't know.
Yeah.
Was it a fear of yours to like, okay lah, I give my personal, like what I think design, your money isn't as great as business, or you know what I mean? It's not as secure. Like you tell me, okay, you're a businessman. Okay, I would like to think you have a 9 to 5. You're paid per month. But for design, I don't know how it works. Are you paid by project or what? So that's the thing. For me, at the back of my mind, I'm like, if I'm gonna do that, I don't know when the money's gonna come, stuff like that, right? That's always
Yeah.
thing in the back of the head. So how was it like?
I
for you?
mean,
Was
it depends. Like you're a freelancer, yeah, sure, it's hard and stuff. Like sometimes you get good money, sometimes you don't. It depends on the project. But like,
Go on.
but like, when it comes to design, like honestly, I just like designing stuff. So like, the passion is there, and like I'm a true believer of like, when the passion's there, the money will come. So just do something you're passionate about, put all your hearts in it, and like by the end of the day, like money would come somehow.
I
or
have
another.
something very contradictory to that to add to this. Okay, so it just so happened, just now I had lunch with one of my dear friends. So I was at his house, and then along came his dad, and then the dad just asked me, "Oh, so what are you doing now?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in poly." He asked me, "Oh, what you gonna do after poly?" I'm like, "NS," and then uni. And I was like, I had see how. And then he was like, "Oh, so why?" Then I told him like, "Oh, I'm in the culinary line. It's work experience is kind of more valued than actual papers and certs. So I was thinking, if I was in culinary, the industry values the work experience rather than the actual certs. And so I was telling him that, and he was just like, oh, but what if it all like, oh my goodness, all these drinks are so fizzy. Oh my god, reminder never to second of my days. Okay, no, we're good, but it was, yeah, basically he was, long story short, I'm really stretching the line with this one, but basically he was like, no matter what, go to uni, and so I'm going to contradict your point here. He said, for a job, do what you're good at, not what makes you happy. Okay, so why he say this? So for him, he had like a kind of rough upbringing, I would like to think. Like, he had to, like, secondary school dropout type of vibe, you know? So, to had to work 3 jobs to just make ends meet when he first started out. So, he said he didn't find it happy, but he knew he was struggling with that. And when he found his first job, which he's currently doing now, at the start, he didn't really find joy in it. But he knew he was good at it. So he just stuck at it. And over time, when you're good at it, and you see the benefit that you get, the benefit that other people get, then you will start to slowly grow a joy for it. So that's why I'm trying to contradict your point on do what makes you happy with my statement of do what you're good at. And you will make it what you're happy with.
But I agree, it's like, of course you gotta have a balance, you know, because like some people, like, let's take arts for example. Some people like love doing art, but their art is shit.
Facts
like,
though, bro. I can't draw a human face.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't draw, man.
Yeah.
Wait, one day I can draw. I'll show you. It's actually
And it's like, you know, like, as much as you love art, you gotta find a balance between like something that you're good at. So let's say you're good at like,
singer.
No.
You wanna hear me sing?
You can't
Give me a song.
You can
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I think that's all
yeah,
you're gonna get.
that's-
Bruno Mars ain't got nothing on me, by the way. But like started singing, right, bro, it's over for him. So yeah, just go on.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if you can like be an electrician.
Electrician is crazy, but yeah.
Yo, you earn mad cash with
I know,
being
bro.
an
You know, in like
electrician.
Australia, plumbers and electricians make like bank.
Dude, you know, I have like my local electrician.
You have a
He's,
local electrician?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me he's your uncle?
No. There's this like guy. Okay, he's a foreigner. Okay, he's from like Delhi, Mumbai type bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the streets of Calcutta kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Right, bad.
And
Go
like
on.
he came to Singapore
Okay, tough.
to be an electrician.
Tough.
Okay. You know where's his house at?
Okay.
Geylang. He has a fucking semi-D, 2-story Geylang, being an electrician.
But it's in Geylang though.
But still, a semi-D.
But actually, Geylang is like kind of good district. I mean, not in that sense, but like it's like
it's
central.
central,
enough. It's central
Paya Lebar
enough.
area.
Oh, shit.
But like, bro, semi-D in Singapore is like quite
Bro,
that
and he's a
expensive.
foreigner, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, damn, that's actually good though.
Yeah, which means that he makes mad cash being an electrician.
Nah, but you know what it is? Singaporeans don't know how to do a lot of like household shit.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say this. Okay, I remember how we said we're gonna keep this casual and like not offend anyone in the first episode.
But like, fuck it.
I'm sorry, but hand on heart, a lot of Singaporeans or like, okay, I mean, not, I would say Singaporeans because that's the greatest like denomination I can give to people. Singaporeans. I can't say people our age because I do know people our age who can do this, but they're not Singaporean. So Singaporeans can't really do a lot of basic household needs, like change a light bulb,
Which
like,
is true though. It's
like,
cause
fix a
of
clock toilet.
it's cause of modern parenting.
Yeah,
It's cause nowadays that like parents, they like to feed their child with like
Cocomelon.
instant Cocomelon.
Yeah.
But instant gratification. So
Exactly.
whatever your child wants, boom, you have it.
bro, I
Back
see
in
something.
my day, if
Shit,
I
you
wanted,
old.
nah, bro, I ain't getting anything. But like, it's cause of the fact that parents constantly give children instant gratification. It's then like they lose all these like skills these core social skills that like they need in life.
I think it's like it stems. Okay, I think Singaporeans are too comfortable. They're too lazy in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay lah. You know, if I say this right, this gets posted. In the future, I want to find a job, right? They're gonna come at me because of the video. But you know what? It's just facts. I'm gonna speak facts, right? So, a lot of times when like something goes, okay, I would say 90% of people we know. Okay, 90% of people we know. If you go into their house and then you ask them like, "Oh, bro, this Bro, okay, I'll give you a classic example. I'll never forget this. I went to my friend's house. His cable for the fan was broken. Like the cat chewed it up, so it was
That's
broken.
crazy.
And he was like, "Oh, I have to buy a new fan because the cable's broken." So to me, I'm like, "What?" Because in my house, and my parents were like, they showed me how to do stuff. Like you cut around the plastic casing of the cable, and then you buy a new cable. You can just remove the head and then plug it back in, and you have a perfectly working fan, maybe just with a shorter cable. But to him, he did not know. He and his family did not know that was a thing. But they threw away a brand new, it's not brand new, but it was a decent
a good fan.
like a 8.2 out of 10.
8.2.
Like an 8.2 out of 10, like quality fan. Just do it because the cable broke. Like stuff like this. It's like they got no value for money and like, but I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch to say no value for money, but they don't know how to do stuff. And I feel it's not just that family. It's a lot of.
It's a current problem that a lot of people, especially in like Singapore, have. Cause everyone's really just like too pampered, and like, I'm not saying I'm not pampered. Like I myself,
we all are.
I myself like quite pampered.
I am very pampered.
It's like a dying trend or something that like people don't know how to do everyday tasks.
Singapore, okay, this is a blessing. It's an honest blessing that we have, but
it is.
We are too well to do compared to other countries. We are too blessed compared
blessed.
to other countries, and. Sure, people are going to say, oh, you're complaining, love to complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just keeping it real and saying that this is a blessing that we have and we need to sometimes take a step back and...
Humble down, you know?
Humble down, exactly. That's important.
And like learn the fundamentals of things sometimes, because like when your parents die, when your grandparents die, like...
Which is going to happen one day.
Who is going to help you drill that one simple hole for you to...
Exactly.
Put your TV?
Exactly.
Who is gonna sweep the floor proficiently and efficiently for you?
Some people don't know how to mop
yourself?
floors, You know, some people don't know how to mop floors.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, like, okay, you may think mop floor, mop back and forth, but I got see some people, right? You know how let's say you want to mop a room, you will start at like the top, not the top of the room, but like the closest to the wall, and then you'll mop backwards so you don't step on the freshly mopped floor, right? Some people do it the other way around. Like, simple stuff like that. The common sense, that's the thing we're looking for. Common sense has been lost.
Yeah.
Common sense has been lost.
And it's something that we as like a society should like take a step back, you know, and really like
look at common sense as a whole and like get it back to being common.
Yeah, not just the sense part, you know.
Yeah,
We're gonna add the common to the sense.
But even me myself, I wouldn't say I'm the greatest advocate for common sense either. Like,
that's true, but it's like it's
things,
more of like the basic necessities of things, like the fundamentals, the foundation of things, and that's something that a lot of people don't really have.
I could sit here and point out examples all day long, but it's gonna bore everyone because and they're gonna get offended. I think no, actually,
I don't know.
You know what? Best not to try. So
best not to
try. We play it safe, but yeah, we need to. I feel get more out of our comfort zone. It's we are too in our comfort zone. We need to get out of it. So we need to do more things.
Ooh.
You know what? You know something we should do?
What?
Camping.
Honestly,
camping.
Camping. Imagine doing a podcast while camping.
Pulau Ubin.
Oh, idea.
Hands up for Pulau Ubin. Okay.
Hands up. I guess we know what we're doing next episode.
So I have a tent in my sister's room. Like, wallah, I got a tent in my sister's room. Do you want to see it?
And I have myself.
Should I go and grab my tent?
Go grab your tent.
I'll go and grab my tent.
Go grab your tent. Yeah, so I guess we're now like going Pulau Ubin or something and like, you know, doing a podcast there, which is quite dope. Damn, that's fast. That is.
I got a tent on lock. So this has been like, okay, believe it or not, right? You know what's the story of this tent, right?
What?
It was my sister's. So my sister is 3 years older than me. It was my sister's 20th birthday, I think. 20th, 19th or 20th. So she and her friends came over to the house, and I don't know what they were thinking, but they wanted to make it like cool and shit. I don't know. So they bought this tent, which is really big, yeah. So I would like to think my house is like average height ceilings in Singapore. About what? 3 meters? 3.5 meters? 3.5 meter ceiling. So this tent,
that's
2
meters and like 15 cm. That's 2 meters and 15 cm.
I don't know how height works because I don't have common sense. Like the rest of the country, I don't have common sense. No, but anyways, this tent they put it right smack in the living room. So where you're sitting right now, there was one big ass tent with fairy lights inside.
That's crazy.
Dope. So they bought a tent and put it inside a HDB, and that was the last time this tent has ever been used. And so I've been meaning to bring it out, but I've never had the opportunity because I'm a what's the word I'm looking for? I am a sheltered human who doesn't like to
Sheltered.
get out of his comfort zone.
A pampered human.
Exactly. So I threw that. Luckily, it didn't hit the camera. So I was very
Lucky.
lucky. But yeah, we should do camping one day. I
Yeah, we
think
should. We should do camping and then a podcast.
Speaking
on
of
the
camping, you know, what I thought of next?
What?
National service, my guy.
Ooh, new episode.
New episode.
Ooh.
Foreshadowing NS.
So that's all for today.
I mean, it's just been a chill, like just.
It's been a
chit-chat.
chill first pilot episode, you know.
Pilot episode, it's just chit chat, get to know our thoughts and like how we think.
Yeah.
This is gonna, I guess, be the framework, be the cornerstone of all our episodes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get more
maybe
people on.
maybe we get more people. Maybe not. You know, who knows?
Maybe
you know.
you wanna be on it? Just.
Like, comment, and share.
Nah, we don't do that.
Yeah,
That is not lucky. I'm sorry, but that's
My
okay.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is just getting. I guess just how we are, like our point of views on stuff. So I guess we're gonna talk about other topics. If you want us to talk about anything, please let us know. We're
Yeah.
open to suggestions.
We are very open.
If that's all, it has been a pleasure.
See you
Signing off.
soon.
Akif,
And Eli.
ciao ciao.